Hi, everybody. I'm doing some more beading. Um, let's see. I will share my screen with you and I'll do beading live once again out of my big messy plate. Here's the big messy plate. And yeah, when the going gets crazy, the crazy get beading. So oh, I'll hit that share screen button and I'll share. And here is the big messy bead plate with my close-up glasses on it. Um, let's see here. First of all, I did more beading in the end belly weave, which I love and is very versatile, as you can see. I just improvised as I went because this is something you want to improvise with. It's such a big mess. My goal is just to make the beads go somewhere else other than a big mess. One thing I love about belly weave, also known as herringbone, is that you can, it's very forgiving. And I even used a combination of bugle beads of this length, along with shorter bugle beads supplemented with seed beads. And I purposely kind of made it bulge in this one particular instance, just because I thought, well, why not? I can, so I will. Today, however, I'm going to take a pause on this piece and tackle this piece. This is a piece that was found just like, this is the way it was. It was part of this bead stash and in the little bead box that I got with all the drawers in it. And I thought, oh, I gotta see how they did that. So what I'll do is I'm gonna see if I can recreate it. And I will use different beads with red thread. I'm going to use translucent purple beads with red thread. And so you can get a 2-for-1 deal. You can see what happens when you use a color thread and translucent beads. And make sure the porcupine quills don't fall off there. Those are still on the plate. Everything is still on the plate that I used, that I discovered at first initially. And if I get bored, and boredom is your friend, I am going to change up the beads. Now, I have to reverse engineer this. It looks like this is what's going on with the beads. So you're putting 3 beads on and you're going through 1. No, you're going through 2. So I think I'm going to try this out. I think I'll have to put 5 beads on and I'll see whether I was right about that. I don't want to take too much of it out. So I'll just go for it. I put a big old Perkin knot on there. This is a sample piece. I'm not worried about whether it's going to turn into a usable piece or not. So yeah, it looks like, well, again, I'll just have to go for it. So I'm skipping 3 and I'm going through 2. And am I going through 2 one direction or the other direction? Let's see. Well, it looks like it's going in a circle, because see how it's coming out this bead and that bead, and those 3 beads are free. So I'm just gonna just give it a whirl. So I have to not, so what I mean by putting the beads in a circle, stringing the beads in a circle, is that I'm not going back through the 2 beads this way toward the knot. I'm coming away from the knot, because when I draw it up tight, it turns it into a circle. Now, let's see what I do next. Let's see. Yeah, if I was going to do this, if I was going to work from this piece, I would put 3 more beads on and then come around in a circle through these 2. So I guess I'll follow my own instructions here and put 3 more beads on. Skip over those 3 beads and go through those. Let's see. I guess I'll go through these 2. Why not? You're watching me figure something out live and act live. I do not know what I'm doing. So it doesn't look like it yet, but that's okay. I'm just going to go for it. Let's see. It might eventually look right. Maybe not. I'm going to go on the theory that I just made off the top of my head. Now, okay, yeah, that might be doing it. Let's see here. First of all, let's see. I might have to take some of this apart to figure it out. But somehow goes up there, goes through there. It's on 3. Oh, okay. No, I am doing it wrong. Okay. So let's find out. Okay, I'm coming out. Well, whatever anonymous person made this piece initially, they're coming out this bead. They're putting on. They're putting on, yeah, 3 beads. So, okay. They're not going in a circle. They're going in back and forth, and going in a loop, we'll call it. A loop goes back through the way you came, or opposite the way you came. A circle goes back through in the same direction. So this looks like a loop and not a circle. So the only real question is, how do I get it started? And that's usually the biggest problem, for the trickiest part for people. This on this end is coming out the other way. And no, it's still a loop. Okay, it's a legitimate loop. So let's see, I'm just going to work with what I have without taking things out, because I can always cut off the knot. And what I'll do is, let's see, what am I skipping here? I'm skipping, let's ignore this. Okay, I'm skipping 1 bead and going through the next. Let's see if that works. You're watching, yeah, okay. You're watching figuring out in real time. What can I say? Now, yeah, see, now I have that same thing where I'm putting on 3, I'm coming out of 1, I'm putting on 3, and I'm going through the next one up from it. Let's see if that is what they really did. I'll have it go the same direction so you can tell. Yeah, I'm coming out there, I'm putting 3 on, I'm going through the next one up. So let's see if I can do that a second time. If I can do it a second time, this might work. Yay. So for now, I'm going to put the same size and color of beads on. When I get habituated to this stitch, I will make the beads different. But for now, I want to stay safe and sane. and stick with the same type of beads. So I've got 3 on. I came out of this one and I'm going back through this one. And see that gap there with the thread? I just need to tighten it up. It's not just an art, there's a great song called Tighten Up by Archie Bell and the Drells. I recommend you look that up. It's a good one. Okay, let's see. Well, I'll do a third one. See if it goes cool. If not, I can always tear it apart and start over. Or I can just use it as an example of what not to do and start over. But yeah, I'm coming out this bead right here. See where the thread's coming out? And the bead up above it, I'm going to go through that bead. And that should leave some beads on this side. No, it's not looking too good. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. Let's see here. These beads are crowding each other in a different way. So let's go back to the piece and look at it again. Well, they did do it. The anonymous person who did this piece way back when did the stitching a little bit loosely, so maybe that's the secret. Oh, and I just realized something. I'm going through the wrong bead. So I'll keep going and I'll show you what I'm talking about by I was going through the wrong bead. I'm going to see if this is the right bead to go through. I bet it is. I betcha. Okay. I'm going to do a few stitches like that and then I'll see whether that was the right thing to do. Okay, so I'm actually skipping over to here. Let's see. I'm going to look at this again. Turn it around so it's going the same direction my stitches are. No. Okay, no, I'm not. I'm wrong. I'm wrong again. Let's see. No, I know what I'll do. I'm going to pretend I'm doing this piece. So if I'm going to continue on this piece, I would string, which one would I go through? Well, there's only one sticking out on each end, so I'm thinking I would basically put 3 on and go through this one here. So let's see if I did that here. 3 on, go through that. Let's see. Okay, might be looking a little better now. I'll find out in a minute. Let's see. Okay, yeah, now I'm skipping over these 2 and going through that 1. Am I? Well, I am, literally, so I'll stick with that for now. Yeah, I think it's starting to resemble the piece I was trying to replicate. Oh, let's find out. I might be wrong. Wrong is good. Wrong is not a disaster. Wrong is like, oh, okay, we can do it this way instead. Well, I know. Okay. Nope. Okay. I think I did it wrong. So wrong is a learning experience. Wrong is not the end, folks. So sometimes you just have to take the time and be wrong a few times until you figure it out, and then you can be right. I know people take workshops so they can just learn it right the first time and get it right and save time, but sometimes it's kind of fun to experiment and maybe you learn a little bit more. Now, I feel like an idiot because I'm still stumped on this. Maybe, let's see. Okay, yeah, the next one. Let's see here. Back to this piece. If I was, yeah, just put 3 beads on. I came out of that one. Let's see. Oh, let's see here. Carve out a little space, canvas here, blank canvas here. Now, let's see, do a side-by-side taste test. This one has, so you can see it, 3 beads that were put on. It's coming out of, let's see, coming out of that one and then that one. Put 3 on. And then I would go through. You must be really patient if you're still watching this. But hey, why not? Let's see here. Yeah, it still doesn't look like it, but maybe I should have used these little red beads. It would have looked like it more. That's all right. So yeah, back to this piece. If this piece of thread was longer and had a needle on it, I would be putting on 3 beads and going through this guy. Is that right? Let's see. Because the previous row had, let's see, coming out there. Oh, I know. No, it's 3 beads. Okay, so I would have been coming out. Wait a sec. Okay, sorry, I will undo that much more. Okay, well, maybe I'm putting 2 on. Let's see. Okay. I'll go on that theory for now. Student of mine, if you've taken a class from me, you've heard me repeat this from a student of mine back in the day, said a mistake repeated is a new stitch. So if I don't like what I made here, but if I don't mind not replicating this correctly, then maybe it's just a new stitch. I'm going to do this for a few rows, putting 2 on instead of 3. I thought I was supposed to put 3 on. I'm putting 2 on. See how it goes. And no, still haven't figured it out. Okay. So there's my screwed up version of attempt to make this. Mainly what I'm trying to do is not take this apart too much because this is all I have of it. And this is, on the surface, looks like a very simple basic stitch, and I'm sure it is, but too bad. I'm willing to make a fool out of myself on camera. What can I say? Now, again, see, the reason I thought, okay, again, okay, I've got something else going on here. This is coming out and making a loop, and I'm not making a loops. So let's see if I can pursue another theory. Okay, this is a loop. And then where do I go? Okay. there should be only one up bead from there, right? Huh, okay, well, that's all right. Maybe I'll just start a new one. The other thing is, what about this end? Is this end doing the same thing? Yes. Or is it? Wow. Yes, that's a little tighter, well connected, so I'm not going to disrupt that end. Okay, well, let's see. I'm sure there's somebody out here that already knows how to do this, but I just thought I would explore this with you. Okay. Well, let's see. Maybe I'll do a little work off camera and spare you the agony here. Um, let's see here. What I want to do though is I want to make sure that this shows that this stitch, each stitch involves putting on 3 stitches. Now, the 3 stitches actually come out of this one, this bead, go around in a loop, hit that bead, and then go back up through that bead. So, again, the question is, how do you start it? Well, let's see here. Well, maybe I'll just do a little loop-de-doop here and see if I can start it from this. Maybe what I'll do is I'll just come up to the end fresh as if, let's see. Okay, yeah, I've got 2 beads. These beads that the loop is coming back through are diagonal. So I'm coming through 2 diagonal beads. I'm going to flip this so let's see. And so I see let's see. So I can get an idea of what to do next. So I'm putting my piece next to it in the same direction. Okay, so this is, no, it's coming out the other way. Let's see. Oh, I know. Okay. Again, I got to remind myself it's coming through a loop and it's coming through the bottom bead before I add beads. So I'll go through this bottom bead down here, pretend that's my little bead that is coming out here on this one. And let's see. Yeah, it's coming out there. 3 more beads. Oh, the agony. I'm just kidding. Again, if you're still watching this, you're even more patient than me. Now I'm going to take, because this is looping around. Let's see here. Oh, let's see. Okay. No, it's looping, not circling. That's what I need to tell myself about it. So it's coming out the bottom bead, it's coming up this bead, and I might have a start here. Now, if I was going to replicate if I was going to do the next stitch on this piece, I would be, let's see. Well, let's find out. I believe, let's see here. Let's loosen this a bit again. And okay, I've got to turn this over. Okay, so I believe I need to, oh boy. I'm trying to determine which bead I should go into. This matches that, this matches that, this matches that, but I'm coming out. Oh, okay, well, let's see here. Well, I don't have the same number of beads on. Okay. C'est la vie. Ah, well, I might have to figure it out off camera and not drive you nuts anymore. Only other thing I can think of, and this may be the way I started it initially. Yes, it is. Yeah, it's way too wide. Not just because of the difference in size of the beads. There are more beads sticking out. So I'm going to revisit this. I'm going to figure it out off camera, and then I will tell you how it went and replicate how it went for you. So just more bead adventures. It is that painstaking. What can I say? But if you're really a crazy person like me, it's actually kind of fun and fun with minutia. Hope you like that. Take it easy. See you next time. And be sure to hit the like and subscribe button on YouTube if you're watching this on YouTube, because I don't know, the internet, whatever. Thanks again. Bye.